Welcome to a tale of two Mustang kits, two Airfix Mustang kits to be precise. The one on the right is the one which I completed a couple of years ago. It's the edition with the blue nose, and it's got two names, Rosemary and something Kid, I'm not sure. Anyway, I show you this because at the time it was my best finished kit of a Mustang. But when you have models, you may realise that it doesn't take much to damage them, and if you pick them up and fumble, you can indeed knock the wheels off. If you have any motion that way, you knock the wheels off. So there's a little bit of a mark left, not mark, a stub left, which I'm hoping, because I've still got the parts, hoping that'll glue back together. If not, I will have to do a special repair job to try and have some sort of support for it. Now then, if you look, it's not too bad. I mean, standard build. The only problem I have is that on the Airfix kit, the aerial mast is a bit weakly moulded, so that when you cut it off, sometimes it cuts it off. Anyway, that's just something that everybody has to deal with. But yeah, good kit, good decals, nice options. All the colour call-outs were pretty accurate. Even the little, can't see on this light, but little headlight underneath the wheel well, and a variable position for the whatever part that is. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's important, part of the coolant through the structure. Right, well, that's what was made and needs to be repaired. What is being made and needs to be finished is what came as the previous edition of the Mustang, the previous red tail edition. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. But I'm not building that, I'm building an even earlier version, because Airfix used to supply their Mustangs with an option to do the Swedish Air Force variant. And I've still got the original decals from a previous model I bought and built. So they seem to be in fairly good condition, so I've decided, let's be different and build the Swedish version. Now, so far I've got everything on except for the undercarriage and the main cockpit. One of the problems with making silver painted models is you choose a different type of silver. Do you do the all over aluminium in matte, or do you try and get a polishable version and try and polish? Now, I haven't got the real equipment to polish it properly, so it's a bit hit and miss. And there you go. It's not bad really, considering. If I use this torch, it'll give an idea of if it's shiny or not. But when you buff it, you tend to rub the paint off itself, and you can't always get a good finish unless you've got some sort of a Dremel or some sort of polisher, which I don't. Now, it may seem unusual, you've got these triangular shapes here, but I've researched the original online, and it seems as if a lot of the Swedish Mustangs did have an extended walk-on patch, non-slip. Perhaps I don't want to be wrong, but perhaps it's because it's more icy up there. Anyway, this, interestingly perhaps, this propeller is from a previous build of the Red Tails Mustang, so I kept that when my kit got damaged beyond repair, and I've reused it on here. So it's a donated, for all time's sake, Mustang prop, which is the right colour as well, because this is the, if you notice, on a Swedish aircraft, very often the nose cone is the same colour as the rear rudder identification letter. So F for Frida, will have its red nose, and also the anti-glare stripe cover on the cowling is also not straight, it's slightly curvy, pointy. Anyway, you can't see because of the light, so I'll use my little mobile light to try and show you. I've added some timey tape painted for seat belts, so that's a little bit of extra detail. Whether it'll show up, I don't know. And I've also used a cocktail stick like this with paint to paint a red flash mark in on the rudder extension there. It's always a good trick. Cocktail sticks are very often better than paintbrushes in my experience. So, other things I thought I'd point out to you. I use this is strawberry cheesecake box, but you know, you use, recycle, don't throw away. Very useful for keeping parts together. Today I've got the wheels, undercarriage ready to go. I've pre-painted the frame of the cockpit canopy. So that's one thing I do, and because I don't have a separate place to do my modelling, what I do is use a clip lock case to put everything in. So at the end of the session of building, just load it in without damaging it as you do it, while the glue is still drying. Seal it up, put it away, and then you can open the window, get some fresh air and get rid of the smell of the glue, and it's slightly healthier than just sitting in your own glue smell like that. Anyway, that's where I am on the two Mustang kits. I've got to fix one and finish the other, and I'm sure I'll show you the finished Swedish kit in a couple of days. Bye bye.